evening, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night is organ music night, and we're... Oh, I forgot to press a button. Silly me. I want to record this evening's live stream for myself through this magnificent piece of kit here. If I press that button, it records the entire stream onto a hard disk. And actually, hold on a minute. I can do something different here. Oh, this is clever. If I go here, I can record the organ as I play it as well. One minute, how do I do that? Not there. Where's recorder? There's recorder. Bum, 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 bum. And I can record what I'm doing here. And then I can go back and play with the audio later and make it sound even better. Wouldn't that be cool? So let's do that. All right. There we go. So let's leave that running in the background for the time being. It takes up disk space, but hey, disk space is cheap, so we can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Friday night is organ music night. Take two. Yes, right, that's running, this is running. So we started this evening with a magnificently loud and bombastic piece of music. We're in a sort of marchy mood tonight. A lot of music in tonight's program has something to do with what's the word I'm looking for? The medium of dance. And we started out there with a march. Maybe not a dance, but you know what I mean. A march can also be a kind of something you would dance to. And that was actually one of the most famous German tunes there is, hymn tunes. Segne du Maria, an old Maria hymn, which is absolutely wonderful. And you could really turn it into like an Elgar march, like I sort of did at the end there, and go completely overboard, which I think I just did. So that's dedicated to anyone who likes the old Maria tunes. We have a lot of things to get through tonight. A lot of requests and a lot of fun. We've got a bit of everything tonight. I don't know what's coming up because Vanessa is, as usual, being quite secretive, but we have requests from new people this evening over the past months. And this is not a criticism in any way whatsoever. It's actually a compliment. In the last few months, we've had so many of you out there in Gartshore gangland who regularly request pieces of music, keep us going. Oh, we have a birthday boy. It's JC Bauge. Is that right? Is it Bauge or JCB Auge? Is it Bauge or Auge? Wie ist sein Nachname? Der hat uns schon mal was geschickt. Doch Bauge, oder? Anyway, we have a birthday boy, so we'll do a birthday thing in a minute. Yes, and this is great because this is the fun we have. We get requests in from you. Now, a lot of people are regular requesters. For example, our friend Gleiswanderer. Gleiswanderer sends us regular emails. So before Friday night, we get an email from Gleiswanderer saying, how about this? And gives us a piece of music from one of his magnificent books of magic. And same on Sunday nights. And I love playing those because it's good for me because I get to know some new music from new sources. And therefore, it's good for you as well because you get to hear all this music and hear what I get to sort of do with it because, you know, I love playing around with these things. So that's that, and that's rather exciting. So Gleiswanderer would be a perfect example. Our good friend Joe over in the United States. Joe regularly requesting, and we love playing music for Joe because Joe is just one of the best. We love Joe. But of course, I can't mention everybody's name because there's a lot of folks who request things, and that's absolutely wonderful. But from time to time, we get requests from people who we haven't had requests from before, and this is rather good. So tonight, we have four, not anonymous, but four unknown requests. At least I don't know who they're from, but Vanessa does. So Vanessa will give me the music and give me a name connected with that music. And apparently, it's all sight reading. She doesn't think I know any of the music that I have to play tonight. She's told me the composers. We've got Vierne, we've got Vidor, we've got, who else do we have? Bach. Who else do we have? Mendelssohn. I don't play anything by Mendelssohn, which is a shame actually. What's the request? What's the email again? William Barron is asking. Vanessa? Yeah, our email. gang@gartshore.de.
So unsere, ich dachte, er fragt, weil wir den auch schon drin haben, aber wir haben keine E-Mail von ihm. So, ja, ist okay.
Er will unsere E-Mail-Adresse haben.
Ja, habe ich schon verstanden. Aber
Vanessa's doing the old killing two birds with one stone thing, and Basically, it would be much easier if she just got a shotgun. You know what I mean? Anyway, right. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your requests. Now, another thing people have been saying is, if I request something, do I have to pay you? No, you don't have to. And we are always very grateful to you for any donations towards the channel, and everything gets pumped back into the channel. And because a couple of weeks ago I mentioned this camera that you're watching me on at the moment, which we thought we had leased to buy, or rented to buy, but it turns out it was only leased and it was going to have to go back after a year. And I put out a request, you know, we could buy the camera. So thanks to you and your generous donations to the channel, we have been able to do that. So thank you very much indeed. That is absolutely wonderful. You're such an amazing gang. The Gartshore gang is an absolutely amazing place. Why am I looking in this? I don't know. Absolutely amazing place. And as if by magic, as soon as we started setting up for tonight's concert, the overhead camera, which is usually just my iPhone, excuse me, a sneeze coming on. Oh, I saved it. Okay, I saved it. Yeah, for some reason it's not working. And the program I use on or the app I use on my iPhone to do it suddenly doesn't work. I updated my iPhone the other day to iOS, what is it, 16 or whatever it is now, and since then it's not working, so I have to work that one out. So sadly there will be no overhead shots tonight. That's a shame. Now I could of course be cheeky and say let's buy a new camera for overhead, but no, we have an iPhone and it's absolutely perfect. It does the job perfectly. I just need to work out how to get it to work again. Damn. Anyway, so no overhead tonight, but by Sunday it should hopefully be back. Let's have the little brown book, please, Mrs. G. Right, like I say, our friend Gleiswanderer sends us regular bits and pieces. Now, Gleiswanderer is unfortunately in and out of the chat tonight. He is here, or he will, yes, he is here. And he's in and out because he's working. The sinful world of work. I do feel sorry for you. But he requested this one here. It's absolutely wonderful. And the title is perfect as well. Perfect for us, for the Gartshore gang. The title is Bleibt wach, steht fest, werdet stark. Stay awake, or keep watch, I suppose you could really say. Steht fest, stand strong, and werdet stark, and be strong. Well, be strong. There you are. So it's what your mum used to say when you were young. Get up, stand up straight, and be strong. I don't think my mum ever said that to me. Did you? My mum's here every night in the concerts. Hello. Did you ever say anything like that to me? I suspect my grandmother once did. My evil grandmother. I suspect she would have said something like that. You know how when you grow up you have a nice granny and but she was a nice granny as well, but she was the evil granny. There was the good fairy godmother and the bad fairy godmother, that sort of thing. And she, as we were growing up, my sister and I, we would go and visit my grandmother, and she would say to us, "Show us your teeth." And we had to do this, and she would sort of poke around at her teeth. And my dad used to say, "Oh, for heaven's sake, leave them alone. They're not horses." So anyway, there you are. Those are the strange memories we still have of my grandmother. So, but that may be the kind of thing she would have said. Stand up straight. Exactly. No, I don't think Mum would have ever said anything like that to me. Never. What a wonderful family we were. No, we were. We had great fun when we were growing up. At least I think we did. Must ask my sister. Anyway, here we are, number 174 for the Brown Magic Book from our friend Gleiswanderer, but for everybody. It's a march and it's great fun. Listen to this. Wow, isn't that lovely stuff? Theoretically, it's quite simple melody, theoretically, but the composers and the arrangers did such amazing... Who wrote this stuff? Nobody really knows. I'm sure there's a list of... There isn't, though. You'd have thought there'd have been a list of writers and whatever, but there's not. I think it's such a shame. I wonder who wrote that. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful stuff. So, there we are. That was Gleiswanderer with his his weekly goodies. I like it. Now, we had... I'm going to play a couple of requests for this person. One tonight and one maybe on Sunday as well. But first of all, we have a birthday boy, J.C. Is it J.C. Bauge? Is it J.C. Bauge? Have we found that out? Or is it J.C.B. Auge? It's J.C. Bauge, isn't it?
John Christian Bauge.
It is Bauge. It is Bauge. Okay, that's fine. Okay, J.C. Bauge. Whose birthday it is today or tomorrow? Is that right? Today or tomorrow? In 2 hours' time, which means tomorrow. Wonderful. So, well, actually, let's do it at the end of the concert. Remind you, here, write that down, please, because you know my memory. I'm so useless. Birthday for JCB at the end of the concert. Yeah? Okay, Vanessa promises to remember that. I have a request, St. Patrick's breastplate, but played as a waltz. Right, that's doable. Vanessa, I need the green book, please, the English hymnal, but we'll do that later. It's in the cupboard. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play a request for someone called Sonea. Is Sonea here tonight?
Yeah.
Yes, hello. It was Sonea's birthday yesterday? I think it was Sonea's, it's just been Sonea's birthday. So let's, a quick happy birthday to Sonea. The CPU gremlins were there. I got a red light from the CPU monitor. That's impossible. That hasn't happened for months. It's doing it again when I'm not even playing, which means my computer is doing something in the background that it shouldn't be doing. I suspect Windows has been doing some updates and it's been switching things on that it shouldn't be switching on. Ooh. Not good. Now, Sonea is a church musician herself. And she's learning the ropes of how to become a professional church musician, which means you have to do things like improvise. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take, I don't know, let's take any old hymn. Take a good one first. Actually, let's take, actually, I know what we'll do. Let's take, blum, ba-dum, bum, 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 dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. There it is. Oh, all right, I was almost there. Number 149 in this book, which is Liebster Jesu, wir sind hier. Dearest Jesus, we are here. Or here we are. I'm not sure what to do. It's a lovely tune. Everyone knows it. It's an old sort of, I think Bach probably did hundreds of things on it. You know how it goes, yeah? We all know that. That's one of those international tunes. Excuse me. And Sonea she wrote me an email and asked, how would you, or how can you, improvise around things like that using different harmonies. So obviously I just played the normal harmonies you might use if you're playing it in a service, but we can turn it into something. So I'm playing a French romantic organ here. So let's turn it into a French romantic piece of music by adding harmonies by people like Ravel, Duruflé, Vierne, that kind of thing. Let's see how we can do that. So we're going to play around with it. Improvising time. Ah, there you are. That was a sort of Francophile version of Liebster Jesu, wir sind hier. And you can play around with the harmonies. I was talking to Graham Twist about this recently. You all know Graham Twist. We all love Graham and his music. And I was talking to Graham about the ending of Du Rouflet's Agnus Dei. This is the kind of thing we talk about, yeah? You imagine we talk about sort of, you know, normal worldly things. No, we don't. We talk about this kind of music. And the end of Du Rouflet's Agnus Dei has the most wonderful chords. It sort of, it does, there's all this kind of stuff, yeah? And it goes down to, it does that kind of stuff, yeah? But instead of doing it again, it then does this. Oh. All that kind of stuff, yeah? So, and I was talking to Graham about the difference between the circle of fifths and using sort of thirds as the junction points between harmonies. And that's what I was kind of doing in that little improvisation there, you know, playing around with not chords. The circle of fifths is this. That's the minor. I suppose you could do this. You could do that as well, yeah? But, you know, you wonder about it.
Der Joe sagt, die Musik bringt ihn zum Schlafen.
Joe, the music's making you go to sleep. Don't worry, Joe, you'll be woken up soon enough. Plenty to wake you up coming soon. I'm doing some harmony lessons tonight as well. So anyway, you know, and then, you know, instead of working at the circle of fifths, you do different things. Instead of doing this, which is perfectly easy, just use thirds. So from there, I go a third in that direction and take me there. I could go a third in the other direction. It could take me here. And then I could go here. Ooh, now I could go here. Haha. And do funny things like that. You see? So, play around with thirds instead of fifths. It's always good fun. If you play around with thirds between major and minor, for example, I'm going here. And then I could go, I suppose I go here, and I could go here, and I could go here, and then here. What's my computer doing? It's doing it again. I'm playing the softest registration, the CPU is going crazy. Don't like this, something's going on in the background. What's that? Oh, it's doing something. Go away. You swine thing. What's it doing? Don't trust Windows, ever. Why is it doing that? Okay, it seems to be calm now. We'll keep an eye on it. Right, anyway, there we are. That was a kind of French thing for Sonea there. Now, we had a request that came in a little while ago, and someone actually immediately donated something as well. Anthony requested of this, so let's play this. But wants it as a waltz. We can do that. Don't even know the number off by heart. I don't. Dum, 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 dum.
Recording sagen die alle.
I beg your pardon?
Die sagen alle die Recording.
Nope, nothing to do with the recording. Nothing to do with the recording. Don't understand why it's doing that. Saint. There it is. 159. I've been away for too long. I don't know the numbers anymore. Played this a couple of weeks ago for our friend Jerry. And I think, hold on a minute, there we are. I think we'll do this again. Now, Adrian wants it as a waltz. So let's play this as a waltz. See how this sounds. See, it's completely calm now, so I have no idea what's going on. Right, that was for Adrian. That was for, not for Adrian, sorry, for Anthony. That was for Anthony. Sorry, got my A wrong. That was for. Oh, too much to eat before the concert tonight. That was for Anthony. God, I'm doing it again. For Anthony and Waltz on St. Patrick's Breastplate. And I couldn't resist turning it into some sort of Frenchy harmonic stuff again. Oh my God. Our friend Alexander has just sent this to be sight read. And yes, it is. It's Bach. It's a BWV. Oh my God. And Alexander's quote was, he sent this to Vanessa and he said to Vanessa, Fraser will take a look at it and say he'll have to practice it and then it will land at the bottom of the pile and never be played. Quite right. But, oh my God, I hate things like this. This is not good for my little brain. Counterpoint. Counterpoint is something I suffer from a kind of, I'm going to call it counterpoint dyslexia. Avocados? What are avocados going to do? Sid, feed him avocados. He's looking too portly. Sid, cheeky bugger. That cost an absolute fortune. I think if I'd spent that on, or if I'd saved that, invested that instead of putting it in my stomach, I'd probably be the richest man in the world. I do like to eat. And Vanessa likes to cook. Right, anyway, what a cheeky gang we have tonight. But yes, you're right, I am getting a bit chubby again. But it's winter, winter's coming up, so I need to stock up for winter, you know. Right, this is the kind of music that makes my heart go I don't know why. I really don't know why. Let me tell you a little story about me and my musical stuff. You know, my musical stuff, let me get the organ all built up. A couple of weeks ago, someone sent the Grand Chœur in D von Guillemot, this thing. Can't remember how it went, but it goes something like that. It's big and it's crashy and it's incredibly hard. And I can sight read that kind of music with not too much problem. I can see the shapes of the chords and I know where they are. My hands will find them. Now this, on the other hand, this is music that's, you know, my music is written vertically. There's a melody, there's a chord underneath it, and that's easy. I can bash. And I can even sort of remember how it went from sight reading it once. And that's the way my brain works. I remember things. Now this, on the other hand, this music is written horizontally. It starts at the beginning and it moves forward. And it's written in lines, and all these lines do separate things. And my brain can't do it. So there's a line that the left hand plays. There's a line that the right hand, the left hand, you know, they're all independent. And even the feet have an independent line as well. And none of it is harmonically sort of stuck together in any way. And my brain just sort of says, oh, sod this. And it really is quite difficult to do. But I like a challenge. I like a challenge, and I don't mind making a complete fool of myself in public. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to sight read this piece of music by Bach. It's BWV 617, Herr Gott nun schleust den Himmel auf, which basically means open the heavens, God, or something like that. And I know what I'm going to do, actually. I will do it as if Jean Guillou was playing it. And Jean Guillou was a wonderfully eccentric organist from Paris, organist of Saint-Eustache, and he would play this kind of music. He would play this kind of Bach with the most amazing registrations. So I'm going to play this with the most bizarre registration imaginable. What are we going to use there? I think we could, oh, I know what we could do. No, it doesn't work on this organ. Damn it, Janet. Doesn't work on this organ. What can we do? Let's, well, actually, no, I'll tell you what. We'll use the trompet and the oboe up here. But with the tremulant. And we want, yeah, and then we want something suitably naff down here. So what are we going to do? I think. Yes, I know. I know. You're all a bunch of sadists. You know that. You really are. No, actually, let's do that differently. Let's get rid of that. Let's do the trumpet thing down here. Actually, I'm not sure I like that. Let's. No, let's do something really silly. Yeah, let's do the melody like that because no one will hear it. And then what we want is something freaky in the left hand. Ha 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 ha. Right. Okay. I'm going to sight read this now, very slowly, I'll give you that, very, very slowly, and play it in this bizarre registration. So pretend you're in Saint Eustache in Paris, pretend I've got hair like Count Dracula, and pretend I'm 110 years old. I was going to say something cheeky there. People who know me personally will laugh and say, ha ha ha. I was going to say, pretend I'm an old man with a very young wife. Which is exactly what Jean Guillou was, but technically I am an old man with a young wife, so there you are. Anyway, I just don't have the huge head of hair that he did. Here we go. What order am I doing this in? Yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's couple that down so that I have... Yeah, it's here, it's closer. Okay, here we go. 617 reasons why I don't like Bach's organ music. I don't like playing it. I can't. My brain just doesn't know what to do. That was hell. I've broken out into it. I beg your pardon? Vanessa says in the background, you love it when I sweat like that. I'm absolutely sweating. I do not like that. Right, someone else requested Bach, so let's get it over and done with. What did they request? Actually, no, let's not do more Bach. I need a break. I need something more. I need something better for my brain. Johannes Schulze. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Johannes Schulze, the organ in Wiesbaden that we played many, many years ago. Yeah, it's a wonderful instrument. A great fun that was as well. Long time ago now. I beg your pardon? What's that? That looks easy.
Ja, warte mal ganz kurz. Das ist von William Baron. Das ist dieses CVM Wonder.
Let's just have it. Give it to me. Cum ronda. I beg your pardon? Burn that, please. Sorry, Alexander, but that needs to be burnt. Cum ronda. Would it be possible to hear the piece of music come on one of the last at the weekend? Yes, of course you can. The title being, oh my goodness me, that's something in Welsh. Don't do Welsh. Sorry.
Das kann ich leider nicht entziffern.
No, we don't speak Welsh. Sorry. So, who is it from? William Barron.
William Barron.
William, thank you, William. Yes, this is more like it. This is music that we can all cope with. Definitely cope with. Oh God, I'm exhausted after that. Alexander, Alexander's sitting at home with his daughter Steffi, and they're laughing silly because I've just made a complete tit of myself on live television, basically. So there you are. Oh God, can I have a glass of wine, please, after that? She says no. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a glass of wine, please? People, can I have a glass of wine, please? Thumbs up if you think I deserve a glass of wine after that disgrace. And there's more Bach coming later as well. However, let's have a Welsh hymn instead. What to do? Stand up, pretend you're Tom Jones, and sing along with this. That's more like it. And sorry, there's a piece. Was this sent to us? This piece of music? Oh, Vanessa printed it out. All right. It was in G major. I don't like it in G major. It should be in A flat. So I transposed it up a semitone to make it even more fun. John Hughes, who lived between 1873 and 1932. That is church music. Did you all watch the Queen's funeral the other day? I know it was an incredibly sad and moving ceremony from beginning to end, but the music was wonderful. Wasn't the music amazing? I've lived in Germany now for 22 years, and watching that and listening to that, it did sort of remind me how much I miss that tradition. Nothing wrong with German church music, but there's something about good old-fashioned British church music that's just, it just gets you. All the places that other music doesn't. That's better. I feel better. We got lots of thumbs up for a glass of wine, didn't we? We got lots of thumbs up for a glass of wine, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? She's ignoring me. She's ignoring me. Lots of thumbs up, didn't we, Vanessa? We got lots of thumbs up. People think...
Keiner hat komischerweise auch gesagt, dass du ein Glas bekommen sollst.
Yes, everybody, all your thumbs up suggested we
Nee, nur ein paar.
Suggested...
okay, doch schon viele.
Yeah, thank you.
Du weißt, wenn du Wein trinkst, ne, dann...
Yeah, my brain works.
Nee.
What's that there? Let's have another request. Who's this for and what is it? Who is it? Hold on, I shall switch the microphone off. This is confusing. Hold on. All right, what is it? Come on, give it to me. It looks easy. It looks easy, but that's famous words. Famous last words.
Der ist nicht im Chat.
He or she is not in the chat. Do we have a name? No?
Ich sage ihn nicht.
You're not going to tell me the name. Oh, okay. This is probably a member of the Gartshore. Oh, hold on. No, this isn't actually too bad. I don't know this, but I know the style, so that's fine. Okay, this is Louis Vierne. Louis Vierne was organist of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris until he died in 1937. And he died at the end of a concert, a Sunday afternoon concert. He was playing a concert. Everyone thinks he died in the middle of the concert, slumped forward onto the organ and died. That's not actually true. He died at the end of the concert. There was no dying on the console with any notes sounding. It sounds very dramatic, but none of that. He just died peacefully after a concert. Contrary to popular belief, Louis Vierne was actually a very happy and very cheeky man. Everyone thought he was a bit of a recluse and a bit depressed because of his, the funny things that happened to his well, when I say funny, I mean the sad things that happened to his family. But no, he was actually a very, very happy, cheeky chappy. And his emotions came through his music. And personally, he was great fun to be around. Everyone who knew him and was around him said he was absolutely wonderful. Oh, I like this. This is nice. I like this. Right, this is one of his, I think it's one of the pièces en style libre, pieces in a free style. This is from book 2, number 15. It's the arabesque, but it's a very... That's good, actually. Who requested this? Because I said we were going to do dances tonight, and someone requested an arabesque, which is, of course, a dance. That's good. Well done, people. This is probably one of the Gaucho gang. And thank you for sending it in a version with pedals. Normally, the pièces libre are written on 2 staves, so for harmonium or something. So that the printer's going again. That cannot be a good thing. Right, let's have a look. We need a flute, 8-foot, on the grate. We need a string on the swell. Let's add the flute to that to make it a bit beefier. We couple the thingies together, and we need a 16-foot bourdon. We don't have an 8-foot bourdon on this organ, so I will take the récit down to the pedals as well. What time signature is this in? Oh, it's in 9/4. Okay, oh my goodness, that's rather interesting. Okay, this is Vierne's arabesque. This is sight reading, and this should be much easier than the other stuff. This is for somebody in the Gaucho gang. Whew, that was a long one, wasn't it? I think the nicest way to describe that would be mysterious. Yeah, something different, isn't it? Very, very interesting, very mysterious music from Louis Vierne. I quite like that, though. I quite like that. I played that a few weeks ago. Das habe ich vor ein paar Wochen gespielt. She's not listening.
Doch, ich stelle zu, dass du von Dings ein paar Wochen gespielt. Dizzy Fingers, ja, ich weiß.
Wer will es heute Abend?
Das ist dieser Jeezy Bau.
Yeah, I played it for him a few weeks ago. We're repeating a request now, aren't we? Okay, whew, I think that's enough for those kinds of requests for the moment. Let's play something from this. My Organ Works. And I think actually, if I remember rightly, the registrations for this should actually be here, because I think, yeah, I played it on this actual organ, he said. Let me see if I can remember the registration, because of course I have no idea. This is so long ago, I don't know if I can remember the registrations. It starts there, I know that, and then it goes there. And how loud does it get? Oh my God, it gets loud.
Ja, das habe ich noch.
Oh God, it gets really loud.
Und ich habe noch was ganz Verrücktes. Ich weiß nicht, das kennst du nicht. Das ist auch ganz bescheuert irgendwie ausgedruckt.
Oh wow. And then does it get quiet again?
Hörst du mir zu?
It doesn't get quiet again. I'm not listening at the moment,
Weißt du,
sorry.
dass dieses Programm hier gemacht hat? Das ist ganz komisch.
Wieso? Was ist denn da los? Oh my God, what the hell is that? Okay. I have no idea how the registrations work on this. I only composed it myself. But this is a piece of music I composed for Rob, and it's part of the Organ Works recording we did recently, last year. And oh look, an empty glass. Didn't you promise me to get something exciting and interesting and different?
Was denn?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Gaucho is not complying with your wishes. The Gaucho gang requested that I had something else, didn't they? She's rotten cheap. She's not giving me anything to play with.
Du musst dich konzentrieren.
I've got to concentrate, she says. Well, here we go. This is a piece of music composed by me. I called it the Restless Jig, and the idea is, it's a dance. The idea is it's restless, and it goes something, if I remember it, something like this. That's more like it. The Restless Jig. That going on the left hand all the time. Hmm?
Kannst du Superman spielen?
I don't know. It depends. There's lots of things.
Also, wir müssen mal Festival.
Yes, we do. We have a picture of it.
Ja, okay, kannst du sagen jetzt?
Ladies and gentlemen, I need a break. Tonight is the final Friday night as organ music night for September. Because next Friday night, which is the 30th of September, we have our opening concert for, click, the next Gartshore Organ Festival. Haha! We had one back in May. We had an organ festival and it was a great success. We loved it and we had such fun doing it, and we think you had fun joining us for it as well. So we're going to do another 6 concerts in back to back as another little organ festival. And next Friday night will be the opening concert. So get ready for that. We will be talking about all sorts of organ goodies, playing all sorts of exciting stuff and getting ready for the festival week. On Saturday, that's October the 1st, oh my goodness, we will be heading to the movies for a night at the Oscars. So lots of film music on the 1st, that's Saturday the 1st of October. So if you have requests for film music, get them in now. If it's an Oscar-winning film, even better. A night at the Oscars on... Yes, gang at Gartshore.de. Vanessa's got it up in the chat there. On the 2nd, I think that's the Sunday in that case, at the Jazz Band Ball. We did a jazz concert last time and it was a very popular concert indeed. So we're going to do another one at the Jazz Band Ball. So if you have jazzy requests, get them in for the 2nd. On the 3rd of October, we are going to have, oh my goodness, this is going to be hell for me, but it's going to be good fun for you. We're going to have a Bach bonanza. We're going to play pieces of music by or for or arranged around Bach. Now, it's not just going to be Johann Sebastian Bach, it's going to be the entire Bach family and also arrangements of Bach from the future. Well, Bach's future at least. Don't forget, people even like Widor arranged music by Bach. So there's going to be lots of music by or for Bach that evening. On October the 4th, we are going to have another silent film night. And by the way, we're going to do this on Halloween as well. We're going to have an old famous vampire film for Halloween. That's obviously the 31st of October. But on October the 4th, we're going to have a silent film night. So I'm going to have a live accompaniment to a silent film. If you have a suggestion which silent film you might like to see, feel free to sponsor a silent film and we'll dedicate the concert to you. And then, of course, on October the 5th, that's going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That will be the Wednesday. We will have our closing concert where we will wrap up the festival and see what we managed to do throughout the entire 6 concerts. It's going to be good fun again, and I do hope you will be there to join us in the live chat. And yes, you can be there anytime. You can get requests in. What we'll do, I'll post that again. I'll post the program again and ask for some requests from you for that. And like I say, if you would like at any point to sponsor a concert, you are more than welcome. Just get in touch with us, gang@Gartshore.de. And Joe's saying good night. Joe, what's wrong? Oh my goodness, Joe. Well, I'm just about to start the jazzy stuff now, Joe. We've finished this stuff and we're going to do some jazzy music. So maybe you stay awake for some jazzy music. Yeah, so if you would like, in recent weeks, we had some rather generous donations from members of the Gartshore gang, and as a thank you to them, we will of course be sponsoring we'll be sponsoring a concert, as it were, an entire concert program dedicated to you from your wishes. If you yourselves would like to sponsor a concert, get in touch with us and we will tell you more. Yes, I know that's coming. Yes. That's coming now. That's coming now. Ladies and gentlemen, there are more requests over there, but I'm going to do them on Sunday because my brain is just... We had a... We have a compliment. From Ursa Major. Do you get to read it out loud? It's in English. This is from Usamaya. It takes the black keys and the white keys both, and a Fraser to make perfect harmony. Something along the lines of Benny Goodman. So yes, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Usamaya. We know Usamaya's real name, but we're not going to say it. Now, yes, we're changing organs now. We're going to head to Jazzland, and Jazzland means, of course, we need a theatre organ. And finally, we might get away from the nonsense that was happening here with the CPU. It had nothing to do with the recording. It was just doing some weird things. I'm not sure why. So let's wait there for a minute. Oh, here we go. The spammer's back. The spammer's back. That's a good sign when the spammers arrive. It means that YouTube's picked up on us. Check this out. Yeah, jazz time. Joe, are you still with us? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a request, a piece of music by Irving Berlin. You will probably recognize it. It's for Usamaya, believe it or not. Skies by Irving Berlin. Yeah, that was for Usamaya. And I thought it was cute. Vanessa even printed out the music for me, but songs like that are somehow lodged in my tiny brain. See, I can do that, but I can't do Bach. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? We had a request for Duke Ellington tonight, and nobody beats Duke Ellington. I think Duke Ellington is an absolutely wonderful composer. No, that's the wrong one. Stop, go away, you swine thing. There it is. Click, boom. Listen to this. I've played this before and I love playing it. It's good fun. It's a great piece of music from the early days of Duke Ellington when he was still in his jungle style, as they called it. Barney Bigard, his orchestra member, and oh God, what was the other guy? The other guy on alto saxophone. Come on. What was his alto saxophone guy? Who was with him the entire time? Don't you hate it when your brain goes whip? Anyway, it'll come back to me. And they got together and composed this sort of jungle style stuff, and it's wonderful. This one, anyone from St. Louis, this is the East St. Louis Toodaloo. wonderful world of Duke Ellington and his East St. Louis. Toodaloo! Fun times indeed. That's better. Get the theatre organ out, relax and carry on. Do we have any refreshing drinks at all here, whether wine or otherwise? Yeah. Mrs. Gartshore did not go down and get me a glass of wine like she promised. I beg your pardon. Oh, apparently we have something else planned for later tonight. Gosh. Ooh, I see. Right, in that case. We have a question. I know, yes, that's coming on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yes, something along those lines on Sunday. I beg your pardon? What's that?
Das ist, ich weiß nicht, das ist, kennen Sie wahrscheinlich
Good
nicht.
God, what
das
is
ganz
that?
Ausgedruckt auch. Das ist
What on earth is that?
Irgendwas Japanisch oder so.
I have no idea what that is. Good heavens, indeed. Who's that for? Well, that's illegible. I don't know where that came from. Right, we need to work on that. That's illegible. What's this? Turn it around so I can see it. What's that? Oh, that's a hymn. We can do that on Sunday as well. Oh, good. Right, we've got lots of goodies for Sunday then. That's fine. And some things there. That's exciting. Right, folks, let's get some decent registrations back. And I think it's time for a piece of music by everybody's favorite jazz organist and one of the first.
So, ich soll dich noch was fragen. Weiß man fragt, was ein Online-Konzert kosten würde bei uns.
Yes.
Ich habe zu ihm gesagt, bist du dir sicher, dass du das einen Schotten fragst?
Our friend Gleiswanderer took me up on my offer. Remember I said a minute ago, if you want to sponsor a concert all to yourself, as it were, then get in touch with us. And our friend Gleiswanderer got in touch and asked what that might cost. Well, it depends, which is why you need to get in touch with us. Believe it or not, we're not in this just for the money. It's difficult to say that to a Scottish person, isn't it? But no, we love doing this for the music itself. And we're very glad that you love it so much and you are generous and donate towards us. But we've said this many times before, it's that's not essential. Just simply being here, helping us out, giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, telling all your friends to join in as well. That's good. That's what it's all about. And obviously it is very kind and generous of you when you do donate something towards the channel because, well, basically it keeps us going. This is basically my full-time job at the moment. Vanessa, being a student, has no job whatsoever. So, yes, we are a little reliant on it for income and things like that. But it's not essential. But this is why we want you to get in touch with us if you want to get a concert sponsored of your own. You tell us what you think a concert would be worth, and we will say, all right then, well, you can have half a concert for that, or you can have a full concert for that, or, oh my goodness, you can have 2 concerts for that, and so on and so on and so on. So it depends is the simple answer. Mr. Thomas Fats Waller, one of the first ever jazz organists. Believe it or not, he played more organ than piano when he was a young man. He was an organist in a church as well. And he composed, of course, some wonderful pieces of music, thousands of pieces of music. We don't actually know how many pieces of music Fats Waller composed because he composed a lot of them for other people. He sold them for, well, basically for money or for booze. Lived his magnificent life that way. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of his, I would say his second most famous tune. Honeysuck My Nose. No, Honeysuckle Rose, that's the one. Honeysuckle Rose by Thomas Fats Waller. That, ladies and gentlemen, closes this evening's concert, I'm afraid. Oh, hold on. A word from the management.
Duke Ellington, Altsaxophonist, war Johnny Hodges.
Johnny Hodges. Thank you. Who was that? Joe. Of course it was Joe. Joe, I knew you'd get it. Thank you very much. Johnny Hodges. Yes, thank you very much. And what was famous about Johnny Hodges? He was married to... Haha. Do you know that one, Joe?
Joe hat echt halt ein gutes Brain. Sagt auch, wir sollen an den Geburtstag von J.C. Bauge denken.
Which, a big pardon?
J.C. Bauge hat Geburtstag. Kann denken.
Joe, you're so clever. Did you forget, Mrs. Gartshore?
Nein, aber Joe hat auch noch mal dran gedacht.
Yes. You can always rely on Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe and Auntie Marie. Absolutely wonderful indeed. Absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm waiting for the clock to turn to midnight, you see, because at midnight it's somebody's birthday. It's our friend JCB. JC Bauge is going to be... Do we know how old JCB is going to be at midnight? JCB, how old are you going to be? Oh, that was your wish. That was... I played that for you not that long ago. And that's not all of it, is it? Oh my goodness, it's one of those... That's only half of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's not all of it. Is it? Ah, we'll do it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's J.C. Bauger's birthday coming up. But first, I need different registrations. These are not good registrations for this piece. I need these. What key is this? A major. Oh, for heaven's sake. Who the hell composed this in A major? Right, this was a request for J.C. Bauger, and then it's his birthday. An attempt at dizzy fingers for our friend JCB, whose birthday it is right now. Sing along, everybody, in the following languages: English, happy birthday; German, zum Geburtstag; and then Norwegian. What is happy birthday in Norwegian? Let's find out. Have a wonderful birthday today, Mr. JCB. We wish you a very happy start to your new year, and thank you very much for being such a fun part of the Gartshore gang. And I do apologise for my rendition of Dizzy Fingers, but one of these days I'll get round to practicing it. I dare say, even by playing it that badly, it will still get a copyright claim from YouTube. So, such is life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. That was Friday Night is Organ Music Night. Time for bed, said Zebedee. I think you may remember that from The Magic Roundabout. Good fun times indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much indeed. I look forward to seeing you again on Sunday night, where we will be having more of these requests, some that we didn't have this evening. Maybe I will cheat and practice. And then we will see what else comes in before Sunday night. I think we will finish with our signature tune, the Bye Bye Blues. See you next time, folks.